Alright, today we're going to go over how to draw GMK Godzilla, so let's get started. We're going to do mostly just the head, and it's going to be simple, so follow along with me, okay? So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to start from the mouth. So over here mid-page, I'm going to go curve a little bit for kind of the front of him, of the mouth. Go over here, curve back, because he has these huge fangs. And I'm going to pull a line back into the rest of the corner of his mouth, around there. Line over here. Curve over here. We're going to have, so the one big fang is going to come out of here, one big one's going to come out of there. He's kind of like an interesting version of Godzilla. We're going to pull up over here, in. And we're going to put the nose right here. So he's got almost like a dog nose. Line right there, and then another line around that area. It can kind of look like apostrophes, but they're pretty close together. And he has, like I said, a curve and a curve. Very dog-like nose, I would say, under there when you really look at it. That line right here. So from here, we're going to draw a curve at the top right there, and wiggly line. While on the back end over here, we're going to go on this side, draw a wiggly line up there, kind of going up the snout. We're going to go now toward this direction, and we're going to go line right here, find his eye, curve, pulling back. Inside right here, I'm going to find the eyeball a little bit. And we're going to fill this area in of dark around it. This version of Godzilla doesn't really have pupils. Line here to make him a little bit angrier, and we can go back and boot some more stuff there at the very end. At the very end, we're going to tie this up, okay? So over here now on this side, curve at the top, line over here for the far side eye, line over here. There you go. Line up for kind of the middle of the brow. And now we're going to pull this part of the brow down and curve over here. He's got these pretty big brows. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Over here on this, so now we're gonna start. Well, honestly, we're gonna do the whole back first. Forgive me. So we're gonna go. Give him some skull here. I'm gonna wiggle because he's got like this wiggly texture, and I'm gonna go down right here, finding the back of his into the back of his head, the back of his neck. Line over here down and out there. We're gonna show a little bit of the spikes starting. We're not gonna draw them all on, obviously, but because he doesn't fit. The line over here, another one over here. It's kind of peeking out. This is a vignette, right? And let's find his fangs. So over here on this far end, we're going to start right here. Pulling down. Very large kind of fang going on. Up. Over here now. Real large. And then we're going to draw the teeth in the middle, but they're not going to be anywhere close to as big. There we go. A line over here. Alrighty. Line up. Cool. And line over here. catch the tooth down there first. And we're going to actually do that middle section. It's still smaller, so the corner teeth are always bigger. The top ones are way bigger than the bottom right here. So we have that bottom row right there, right? So far, so good, right? So far, stay with me. Gonna go over here in the back. Zigzag right there to get that back row. So like I said, we're gonna draw the jaw, the neck. It's gonna be real quick, and then we're gonna go back up and put some finishing touches in the face that I think are really important. So right here, we're gonna draw a line across, and we're gonna draw a line up over here. If you guys know about this version of Godzilla, let me know. I think the movies was toward the... We're a zigzag up for the teeth. The movies of his were, I think, in the 90s or something. They're really weird. Or the 80s. Line here, line here. Because you want to find some sort of tongue going on. So, in the mouth, there's some sort of tongue right there. All right, now we're gonna get the bottom jaw. So there's always that lip right here. Always that lip. Down over here, curve. Square the jaw right there. And then we're gonna curve along this side to find that area. That area of the jaw, and then we're gonna pull up, line up there. Almost looks like he's smiling, but we'll make him look meaner in a minute when we do the stuff in the face there. So a couple little folds right around here. Line, line. And we're going to draw the neck. See how this one's over here? It's too skinny if I start the neck over here. So I'm going to do it around here. Really find the thickness of the neck here. Because remember, his neck gets bigger as it goes down. Line over here. All right, it looks like he's smiling. Let's get him to look meaner. So we're gonna pull the brow down a little bit right here by giving him a little bit more. Line over here. Curve. Bag into the eye just a bit because he's gonna be, there we go, snarling a little bit there. Around the cheek right here, a little bit more of a line, curving. All right. Go over here, we're going to find the darkness, a little bit of a hood on that far side eye. Okay. Line. Line over here. Line over here, right here. And now he's got a lot of crocodile skin kind of thing going on, so I'm going to draw like little lesser than signs, like in math, like little lesser than signs around here. Just pepper them around, just lesser than signs. All right. And so what can we add to him right now? He's basically done, but you can add a little bit more into the furrowing of the eyes. I still think he looks a little too happy, so let's draw a little bit of a darker edge right here. And I think I'm going to draw a line here, cutting that pupil a little bit just to make him look a little angrier, because I'm like, man, he's looking too happy. He is looking way too happy. Line, line. Line over here. And drawing those lesser than signs. At this point, you can just kind of draw those lesser than signs as you want. Draw the pit of the back of the throat. And you're pretty much done. I want to thank you very much. If you're here to this point, please say hello in the comments, and I will know. If you say hello right now, I will know that you saw to this point of the video. That's a really big deal. Most people don't make it to the end of any video on YouTube in general. All videos. So let me know. Put another spike back there. I think it needs it. That is GMK Godzilla. Stay here for the next lesson. It's about to start right now, okay? Okay, so that was amazing. You finished this lesson, but keep it going. Keep the art practice going by clicking this video right here. It's going to be within the same theme, and you want to keep it rolling to get better and better and better and get that art flow going. So click right here.